Good morning, yogis. How are we doing today? Hope everybody's fine. Let's do a little yoga today. It's Thursday, so we're going to push a little bit harder than we did on Tuesday. So we're just going to start seated like we usually do. I hope you have a yoga mat or a towel, pillows handy, maybe a belt or a strap of some kind, or just a piece of fabric that you can use to separate the hands and pull against. Let's get started, shall we? Take a moment to close the eyes gently and focus inward on your true self. Notice your breath. As you inhale, try to feel the air filling the chest. Let your lungs expand as big as possible. Expand your ribs out in all directions. Breathe the air in, out, all the way out. At the end, squeeze the belly in. Force all the old air out. And then in comes the new air through the nose. About lifting through the spine from the tailbone to the top of the head and up, as if somebody had a string attached to the crown of your head and they're pulling you straight up, and your spine then lengthens. Shoulders relax. Let the shoulders fall down and a little bit back so your shoulder blades kind of shift together and shift down. Take a moment to just notice how you feel in your body. Are you comfortable? Are you balanced? Let all your worries, which some of us have a lot of worries these days, but let them for the next hour or so just drift away. They'll be there waiting for you if you decide you want to pick them up again on your way away from your mat. But for now, fill your heart with peace and calmness, trust, acceptance. On your next exhalation, just drop that chin straight down. Let it come close to the chest, maybe lay against the chest, depending on how much your neck allows. You can relax your belly, which allows the neck to fully drop the head forward. Let's move 1 inch or so to the right and hold right there. Every time you exhale, let your neck release and relax even more. Let the head drop forward even more. But don't slump the shoulders forward. Keep those shoulders over the hips. And just hold right there. Relax your face. Relax your neck. Relax your belly. Relax your hips. Relax the legs. Let's go about 1 more inch to the same direction, towards the right for me, and we're going to be, the chin is kind of close to the armpit here. Keep those shoulders back and relaxed. Drop the head forward as much as you can, aiming the chin or the nose in the direction of your right armpit. Don't stress out your neck, let it relax. And slowly drop the head forward. Let it go all the way in front. Let it hang for a moment. Take some breaths. Beautiful. 1 more inch. Let's go to the left this time, right in the middle of the collarbone area. Hold right there and breathe. And then one more inch to the left towards the armpit. We take the chin or the nose in that direction. Shoulders back and down and relaxed. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. Relax all the way down your back towards your hips. Send that relaxation impulse around the sides of the waist, into the belly, down into the groin area and into the legs. Relax the lower body. And then slowly come back to the middle. Allow the head to simply hang. But now we're going to slump the shoulders round the back and really just let the head be so heavy. Let it be really pulling down towards the earth, rounding the back, slumping the shoulders, sitting soft. Inhale slowly and rise up with the face coming back to a neutral position. Just look left and right for a couple of turns. Inhale one way, exhale the other way. And back to facing forward. Drop the ear down. Keep both shoulders down and back. Drop the ear down towards the shoulder. Some of you may bring your head way down by your shoulder. Others have a limited range of motion, like myself. Whatever your range of motion is, work it. You should feel a nice stretch on the opposite side of the neck from the ear, behind the ear, down towards the shoulder. Keep that shoulder down. Lighten your mind. Ease the muscles of your face. Lift, as you breathe in, lift the head up. And exhale, bring it all the way in the other way. Ear dropping down to the shoulder. Shoulder does not rise up to meet the ear. Ear comes down as much as it can, whatever your range of motion is. Be grateful for it. Express yourself through your movement. Inhale, bring the head up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, bring the head up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale up and down. And one more time up. And drop the head down the other way. Lift it up, breathe in. And let's bring our hands to prayer pose. Take a moment to close the eyes and just feel the energy in the body. Already it's changed. Already your connection to yourself through all your nerves, all your meridians of energy, all coming alive. Lift the hands up and look up at the ceiling. Reach as high as you can. Stretch your shoulders up. Feel the shoulders pulling up and bringing the side body up with the arms all the way up. Feel the side body lifting. Reach through the fingertips. Inhale and stretch even taller. Exhale, bring the arms out to the side. Close them forward, keeping the arms straight. Palms come together. Bow your head between your biceps. Sit tall, straight back. Wrap your thumbs around each other to steady your arms and bow your head down forward. Keep the arms lifted straight forward from the shoulders. 3 big breaths. Inhale and open the arms wide. Send them back as far as they'll go. Arms are straight. Lift the face, lift the heart. Look up at the ceiling. Blink your eyes. Open your mind. Close the arms. Bow the head. Bring the thumbs together and cross them to lock the arms, the hands together. Bow the head between your biceps. Hold and breathe. Open again. Lift the hands up. Inhale. Turn the palms out. Push it down. Exhale. Palms up. Lift. Breathe in. Palms out. Push it down. Exhale all the way down. Reach it up. Breathe in. Look up. Watch your right hand slowly come down. Keep that left hand reaching up. Right hand rests on the ground next to your hip. Look at it. Slide the hand away from the body. Arch or stretch through the side of the left side of the body. Relax your neck. Don't let your neck be stressed out just because your head is sideways. Stretch and feel that stretch all through the armpit down to the waist, all the way up to the wrist and fingertips. Feel the stretch and breathe into it. One more breath. Inhale, reach it up. Both hands reaching up. Now the left hand drops down. Keep reaching up with the right hand. Let the left hand rest next to the hip on the ground and look at it there as you reach up with the other side. And then come over, slide the hand away on the floor, and stretch through the side body. Breathe. Feel the stretch. And up we go. Breathing in, lift, stretch, reach. Soften and bring your prayer hands back down, right to your heart center. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a seated twist. We're going to bring one leg down on the floor with the knee kind of pointing forward or a little off to the side or forward. And the other leg, the right leg, that's the left on the ground, the right leg, the knee bends up. Cross it over the knee of the leg on the floor. And then your left hand wraps around or grabs the knee, or the arm wraps around. Bring your hand out, your right hand out in front, level with your shoulder. And watch as the fingers travel behind the body as far as they'll go. And then drop them to the ground behind your hip. Let me turn a little bit so you can see the hand behind me. We're looking over the right shoulder. It's the right leg that's up on top. Right shoulder is back. Looking over the right shoulder. You can put your left hand in a sacred circle if you like, and look over your shoulder. Send your eyes all the way to the right corner of your eye sockets. If you want to twist a little more, just hug that knee into your chest with that left hand. Inhale, exhale, bring it in front. Both hands reach in front and cross the legs the other way now. Left leg is on top, knee is bent. The right leg's on the floor, knee is bent, the heel is back by the hip. Reach the right hand forward and wrap the arm around the knee, or just grab the knee in your hand. And let me turn. Yes, better. Looking, stretching the fingers of the left arm forward. Let them travel behind you and watch as they go back. And then drop the hand to the floor behind your left hip. Look over your left shoulder. Right fingers form a sacred circle by your heart. eyes go all the way to the left corner of your eye sockets. And really look with your eyes. What are you seeing there at the edge of your vision? Connect your mind to your sight. Breathing deep and slow. If you want to twist more, squeeze the knee into the chest and bring that shoulder back. Inhale, lift the hand behind you. Exhale, reach both hands forward and uncross your legs. Stretch the legs out on the mat. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if you choose to. Feels good for you, if it feels right. And let's take a minute to just work on our ankles and feet. Can you see the ankles and feet? We're flexing and pointing. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and relax. Bring your hands to your thighs and slide them towards your ankles or your toes and back up to your hips. Slide, bend the body down so your face comes close to your legs and then come back up. Inhale. Exhale, round the back, reach for the feet. Come back up, inhale. Exhale, reach for the feet this time. Let's grab the hold of the ankles or the feet or the toes or the heels, whatever you want to grab a hold of down there. Grab and pull just gently and feel that nice decompression in the lower back. Let the back come straight. Lift with the top of the head as if you're trying to reach your forehead to the wall on the other side of the room. We're going to hold this pull for just a moment as we breathe. I'm sure you probably feel a little stretch in your hamstrings, in your hips, and in your lower back. Just waking up the hips, letting everything in your body know what's coming. It's yoga time. We're stretching and breathing. Everything gets a nice stretch during the next few minutes. We're going to stretch and breathe. And reach through the spine for the wall on the other side of the room, the top of the head reaching. And slowly begin to round the back and collapse, loosening everything in the body, softening everything. The legs can open a little bit, the knees can bend a little bit, the feet can fall open. Drop the head down. We're going to stay here for a moment, so just collapse, feel soft and relaxed. Think about your breathing and let everything go. Three more long, slow, deep, full breaths. Take your time. Straighten the legs and push against your legs, walking the hands up the legs. Beautiful. Reach the arms straight up from the shoulders. Stretch the back, stretch the arms, reach up. And then let the hands come down. We're going to scoot down onto our backs with the knees bent now. Reach up and slowly lower yourself down. let's windshield wiper our legs left and right. Take your time. You can stop on one side if you need to, or just keep the movement going, trying to loosen those hips. Windshield wiper the knees left and right. Let them sort of flop if they will, so they're really, really loose. All right, let's lift the legs and lift the arms up into the sky. Reach. Reach the arms and legs up. Flex and point. Flex and point. When you point your hands, it's sort of like a flamingo's head. When you flex, your wrists and the forearm might make as much as a 90-degree angle if you have a lot of movement in your wrists. And of course your ankles point like a ballerina, and then flex with the heel reaching up to the ceiling and the toes aiming back at your face. Point and flex. Let's point one side, flex the other, just to mix it up a little bit. And then we'll circle. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists. Change direction. Keep breathing. Yes. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, keep breathing. Scrunch and spread. Scrunch them up, spread them wide. And we're going to bend the elbows down, bend the knees down, and push it up. Let's imagine we have something really heavy on our hands and feet, like a big slab of concrete. It's so heavy that when you push it up, you're using your core, you're using your thighs, you're using your shoulders, you're using your arms. The head comes off the mat. Reach up and then let it come down. Imagine that slab of concrete touches your nose, and then push it up again. We're going to do this 10 times. Here we go. 10, down. 9, down. 8, 7, 6. It's heavy. Push it. It's heavy. 5. Push it up. 4. Yes. 3. Push it up. It's heavy. Come on. Push, push, push. If you imagine it's heavy, your body will build strength. Even your bones will build strength. Push it up. Let's do 3 more just for good measure. 3. 2. And 1. Keep it up, reaching for the ceiling with the fingers, the toes, and the top of the head. Round your back. Reach with the hips and the shoulders off the mat. Reach up, up, up. Keep breathing. And then slowly come on down and stretch your body out on the mat. Spread your arms and legs out in all directions. Focus on your breath and allow the body to relax, sinking down into the mat. We'll rest here for about 10 breaths. Don't watch me because I'm going to come up and clear so I can see what's on the screen. I've got a lot of comments coming in. Hey, Nikki's watching. Hi, Madeline and Stephanie. Hi, guys. Nice to see you. I don't know how to clear it. Ah, got it. Spread out and breathe. See if you can get the belly and the chest to move in perfect unison up and out as you breathe in. And down and in as you exhale. Squeeze the belly at the end of your exhale. Squeeze the chest in. Perfect unison of belly and chest as you breathe in and out. And then we're going to bring the arms overhead, stretch, bring the feet together and stretch a long body stretch like you just woke up from the most wonderful sleep of your life. Give us a little yawn sound. Stretch, let it go, relax. And we're going to bring up that left leg, bend the knee about 90 degrees and circle it around. Circle it as big as you can, as long as it's not discomforting or painful. Make it a big circle. Circle the knee around. Change direction whenever you feel like it, and keep breathing. Imagine your breath is lubricating that ball and socket joint, that hip socket. Breathing in fresh air and fuel. Exhaling out all the waste products. Anything that's turning to toxin because it's been sitting around too long, get rid of it now. Exhale it away. Change direction now and then. And then bring that knee into the chest and bring both hands to the knee. Squeeze it in close to the chest or close to the armpit if you want to go a little bit off to the side or on top of the chest or back and forth. Listen to the body. If it asks for a particular kind of stretch right now, definitely give what it asks for. Say yes. All right, this is the left leg. We've bent the left leg up. Our left hand goes to the knee. The right hand reaches for the heel. Hold the knee out to the side and let the heel come close to the belly button or the pelvis. And we're going to just move the knee close to the floor and up above the body. It feels a little bit like rocking a baby in your arms. So that's a wonderful thing to visualize as you rock your leg, rock the baby. Bring forth your instinct for love and nurture. All right, take that knee across the body now. Let the hip come off the ground. Keep the shoulder reaching back down. The left shoulder reaches back down towards the floor, although it may not be on the floor when your knee comes to the ground. Now, if this is too difficult, if the knee is up in the air and you can't get it down, that's where you can use a pillow to support the leg. Put a pillow under that knee and allow yourself to just sink down into the ground and melt down with this luscious, juicy, reclined spinal twist. It's good for you to relax. So much of our society tells us that we have to be on the go all the time or we're not being productive. But guess what? There's a lot of value in letting all your tension go. Trust in yourself enough to let go. Let go and let God. When you're ready, we'll stretch the legs out again. Roll back onto your back. Arms overhead, legs are straight out. Stretch another long body, good morning stretch. Yeah, and then bend the right leg. Knee is bent about 90 degrees. Circle the knee around. Lots of breathing here. Visualize your ball and socket joint of that right hip. Change direction now and then whenever you feel like it. Keep that breath alive and vigorous. Yeah, feeling good. Change direction. Bring the knee up right to your chest. Hands to the knees, squeeze and release. Squeeze it into the chest or the armpit and let it go. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and hold. Hold it in for a moment. Big breath in and out. Let it go. Release. Let the right knee in the right hand. Left hand reaches for the heel or the foot. Bring the heel in close to the belly button or the pelvis. Knee going way out to the side. Rock the baby. Beautiful, beautiful movement through the hip. And then we're going to bring the knee across the body all the way to the floor. If you need a pillow, place the pillow under your knee and let the hip really stretch. Shoulder, or the right shoulder reaching back for the ground. Allow yourself to open the chest towards the sky and scan through the body from fingertips to shoulders, from toes to the hips, and especially from the tailbone all the way to the next connection at the skull. Relax and let go. Release all your tension and breathe. Relaxation is a lot like the layers of an onion. You think you're relaxed and then you realize that there's another layer of tension deep inside. You release that and you find another layer deeper inside. Let it all go. Ask yourself to release. Trust yourself enough to let it all go away and melt down into the ground. Let gravity win. Let your forehead relax. Let your eyes relax. Relax your teeth and tongue and mouth, lips, cheeks, and jaw. When you're ready, we're going to bend the knee up, roll it back, and bring both knees up to the chest. Hands on the knees. Squeeze and release a few times. Hands are on your knees. Round the back and bring the head off the mat. Make yourself into the rocking chair. Rock back and up. 3 more times. Shoulders to hips. We're rocking on a rounded back. And maybe even coming up to seated again. Coming back into our cross-legged position or whatever position you enjoy as you sit on your mat or however you're sitting. Take a moment to just revisit the body. How has it changed since we started our practice today? We're going to bring the hands to prayer. Elbows wide and push. Spread your fingers wide so there's a lot of space between the fingers and the fingertips are aligned and pushing. Elbows are wide. Push the palm of the hands and the fingertips. Feel the engagement of the hands muscles, all the muscles of the hands, the palm, the wrist. Engage your forearms and your shoulders, your biceps and triceps, and your your chest muscles underneath the collarbone area. Push your hands together using all those muscles. How about the muscles around the back, underneath the shoulder blades, and around underneath the armpit? Keep pushing. Keep breathing. Separate the hands. Just push with the fingertips, and all those muscles still pushing. Turn your hands into hooks. Interlock your fingers in the hooks, interlocking them, and pull, using all the same muscles we used before in the exact opposite direction. Pull, use the shoulders, the arms, the hands, shoulder blades, and chest. Release and interlock your fingers the other way. Pull, breathe. Release, wiggle the fingers, reach forward and bring your hands straight up like a rake, and then drop them down. Bring them up, and drop them down. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, drop them down. 2 more times, up, and down. Up, and down. Shake it out. Reach the arms out. Try to touch both walls at the same time. Separate your shoulder blades. Reach with the shoulders. Reach with the fingertips. And then shift a little bit left and right like you're in the middle of a tug of war between 2 teams. You're the middle of the rope. They're pulling one arm. They're pulling the other arm. Your head drops down to one shoulder. It drops down to the other shoulder. Back to the middle, and let your arms move like water waves on the sea. Shoulders up and down, elbows up and down, wrists and fingertips. Bring it all into one fluid motion. And whatever direction your waves are traveling, this is going to be a real challenge. Try and make your waves travel the other direction. It's not easy. The body doesn't know how to do it the opposite way because we always do it the same way. It's not easy, but it's good for the brain to try to do it the way that is not normal for you. All right, shake it out. Let's sit back on our tailbone. Legs can come out, and we're going to come back on our elbows. Let me see if I can get oriented right so you can kind of see here. We're back on our elbows. Shoulders and upper back kind of loose and slumped down into the elbows and into the ground. Rounding the upper back. Take some deep breaths and just let yourself sink down into your elbows. And we're going to bring the knees up to the nose, all the way up. Reach the legs up and point them. We're going to flex the left leg and bend the knee. Point the right leg and bring it down to the floor, but not touching the floor, just like ½ an inch above the floor. And then both legs up. Now the right leg flexes and the left leg comes down. Point the toes up. Flex the ankles. One knee bent, down and up, down and up. Let's do 10. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring them both up again. And see if you can bend your knees and find a balance point on your hips. Reach your hands out. For the boat pose, the legs are up. You can hold your knees if you need to, or hold your calves. Or you can release your hands and balance. Hold it. If you want to try the advanced pose, you can try straightening the legs. It's a little tricky. And then coming back to seated. Let the shoulders roll up and back. Reach them up by the earlobes, back, squeeze the shoulder blades, and way down. Send them down. Feel the shoulders reaching down along the body. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Reverse. Up, forward, down, and back. Up, forward, down, and back. Let's take the right shoulder forward and the left shoulder back. Look over your right shoulder and imagine you're sort of flirting with somebody over there. Hi. And then back. Left shoulder forward, look over your left shoulder. And we're going to go back and forth. I'm holding onto my knees for a little bit of leverage. You can do that too if you want. All right, release the shoulders, relax for a moment, just breathe. And now we're going to bring both shoulders forward and the chin back. Like a turtle sticking its head inside its shell, and now the turtle sticks its head out of the shell. The shoulders are going to go back and the chin is going to come forward. Back and forward. Turtle's head in the shell, out. Keep breathing. All right, relax. Turn the head on the top of the cervical spine. Just gently. Now we're going to go into a tabletop position, and we're going to be on our hands and knees. So take a minute to just orient yourself a little bit. This is too close. Let me move away. Your knees are right under your hips, your wrists are right under your shoulders, yeah? Fingers are spread wide apart on the mat, and your hands are active on the mat. Use your fingertips to push in, especially the index finger and the thumb. That engages the muscles of the hand and protects the wrists. Drop the head, drop the tailbone, raise the middle of the back up into an arch. Drop the head way down, cat pose. Inhale, exhale, stay here for a moment. And then sway the back down and lift the face, lift the tailbone. Keep your shoulders pushing away so that you're not scrunching up around your ears and letting the neck sink into the chest. Keep it strong. Sway the back down like a hammock between your wrists, between your shoulders and your hips. Stay here for a moment and breathe. Let the middle of the back sink. And then raise it up again. Drop the head, drop the tailbone. This is the cow pose, swaying down, and the cat pose, arching up, back and forth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take your time. Let's bring the knee to the nose and then head high, heel high. Knee to the nose, head high, heel high. Inhale up, exhale down. Change sides. Inhale and exhale. Three more. And bring the knees down. Let's ease back into pose of a child. Walk your hands a couple steps forward, away from the shoulders. Drop the forehead down to the mat and round the back down. Hips rest on the heels. And then we're going to rise up, back to table, but come down on your forearms and stretch those legs out. Let's do a low plank. And then slowly drop down onto your belly. And take a rest. You're going to feel your heart beating against the yoga mat. Let's see. Hopefully this is a good angle for you guys. So we're laying on our belly and just relaxing for the moment. Bring the head off the mat and arms out to the side, up in the air. Legs coming straight up out of the hip sockets, knees are straight. Airplane pose, hold with a strong back. But let your shoulders and arms and neck be kind of easygoing, flexible, gentle. Hold, keep breathing, squeeze the buttocks. Lift the legs straight and a little bit higher. All right, come on down, relax for a moment. Let the toes point inward if they want to. So we did low plank and we did airplane. Now we're going to do it again. You get to choose which one you want to do. You want to do the low plank or the airplane? I'm going to do the low plank. If you want to do airplane instead, you can, or you can just rest and wait this one out if this is too much for you. So we're up on our well, for me, I'm up on my forearms and toes. Body is straight. Hold the plank. Coming down from airplane, and then work your way onto your hands and knees. We're going to do a couple more cat and cow. Let's stretch the left leg out and the right arm out. Hold steady and strong, balanced. If you feel a little wobbly, you can always drop that big toe down to steady yourself and then bring it back up again. If you're feeling strong, you can lift the leg a little higher than your hips. And switch sides. Switch sides. switch sides. Hands down, knees down. Let's see if we can do the hovering table. That means the knees come up, turn your toes under, and knees come up just 1 inch off the mat. Hold. Strong arms. If you want an extra challenge, pick one leg up, or the other. Hovering table. And transition now to downward dog. Bring the legs straight. Legs come straight and drop the head down by the biceps. Push away with your arms. Push that tailbone up and back towards the top of the wall behind you. Beautiful, strong breathing. You can walk your feet a little bit. Walk the dog, as they say, lifting one heel and then the other. Walk the legs a little closer together so the big toes touch. And then put all your weight on your right leg. Let the left leg hang out. Or point it to the wall behind you or the ceiling above you. And then drop it down. Change legs. The other leg points to the wall behind you. Or just hangs out. You can just hang out. If you're feeling keen, you can bring it all the way up to point to the ceiling above you. Let's drop it down and come back to pose of a child for a rest. This time I'm going to bring my arms around the body to rest by the heels, face up. Forehead rests on the mat or just hangs from the back, from the shoulders. Hands to the floor. Lift the body up. And let's do a little bit of a toe stretch. This is something we haven't done before, but all you're going to do is turn your toes under. You can reach back and pull the little toes. Sometimes the little toes want to aim back. See if you can align your little toes with the other toes pointing forward. You're on your knees and your toes. The body comes up and you're just stretching your toes. Can be a little bit intense, but it's very good for the feet to stimulate all the meridians that come into the feet and bring the energy into the body and up. Let's reach the arms up, stretch them up, reach the arms out, stretch them out, bring them in front, cross the elbows, wrap the forearms for eagle arms, lift the elbows away from the chest, up by your face, up by your chin, fingers reaching up. Inhale, reach them up even higher. Exhale, drop it down. Bring it up even higher. And drop it down. Now, if your toes are screaming at you, you're certainly welcome to take the feet into more of the traditional child's pose format. Let's bring the arms out to the side. And then cross the elbows the other way. Wrap the forearms. Lift as you inhale. Sink as you exhale. I'm going back to the toe stretch. Unwrap the arms out to the side, hands in front of your knees, back to table pose. Turn the toes under and come up to downward dog. Walk your hands towards your feet, bend your knees. Let the body hang in a ragdoll. Let the head be heavy, let the arms be heavy, body hanging from your hips, knees are slightly bent. Bring both hands around to the outside of your right ankle. Then over to the outside of your left ankle. Back to the right side, outside of your right ankle. And around to the outside of your left ankle. Place your hands right in front of your feet. Okay, here's an interesting thing to do. Turn your hands palm up with the fingers pointing back towards your toes. Bending the knees a little bit more. Slide your hands under your feet. And wiggle your toes to give yourself a nice massage on the wrist. Keep wiggling those toes. Relax your arms, let your head be heavy. And then slide the hands out from underneath the feet. Play the piano right in front of your toes, all the way down to the low notes, all the way up to the high notes, down to the low notes, up to the high notes. Right in front of your feet again, play the drums. And then bring your fingers to your toes, to the tops of your feet, up your shins, up to the knees. Grab the knees in your hands, bend the knees, and push your body away. Push the knees away, bringing the body up. We're up to standing now. Take a minute to sort yourself out. You're standing. We've been down on the floor almost an hour. Take some nice deep breaths in and out. This is mountain pose. Your feet, look down at your feet. Make sure the toes are pointing forward and the heels are right under the hips. Legs are straight. Feel the energy in the floor, pushing the floor away in your feet, the bottom of your feet. The heels get some of the weight. The toes behind the big toe, the ball behind the big toe gets some of the weight. And the ball behind the little toe gets some of the weight. All 3 points on each foot pushing down into the earth. That energy rebounds off the push of the earth and brings the energy up the legs. Lift the knees, tighten it up. Lift the thighs, tighten it up. Bring the energy from the feet, from the arch of the feet, up into the belly. Tighten the belly in. Tuck the pelvis so the bottom of the tailbone points down towards your heels. And then the energy rises up to your sternum, up to your diaphragm, up to your heart, through the neck, up to the chin and the cheeks and the forehead. Let your arms hang. The energy rises from the arch of the foot, the 3 points of each foot pushing down, and the arch lifts, the legs lift, tailbone tucks under, the sternum lifts, the heart lifts, the face lifts. The energy gets to the top of your head and then it cascades down the back of your body like a waterfall. Roll your shoulders to encourage the waterfall to go straight down your back. Breathe as your shoulders move up. Breathe out as your shoulders move down. You may notice your fingertips are drawing ovals on your thighs. That's a good sign of connection throughout the body. And let your arms hang. Bring that energy through the body and up through the top of the head. Here's where I give you my most heartfelt namaste. Thank you for joining me for yoga. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend. I'll be thinking of you throughout the time that we're still secluded in our homes, but I know you're keeping healthy and staying happy. So thank you for that. I feel your love. I feel your energy. Namaste.